Good morning, grade sevens, and welcome to your very first video math lesson. We're going to start with 6.2, adding integers using the zero principle. So you should already have the zero principle defined in your booklets along with integer and opposite integers. So we're going to start with model or method one, which is modeling counters. So today for this lesson, you're going to need about 10 red bingo chips and 10 blue bingo chips. So make sure that you have those before you get started. I'm going to show you how to model them actually using the bingo chips and then how to write them down. On your test, you'll need to be able to write them down and show me that you know how they're modeled out. So following along here and writing down all the notes and following along with the counters, we're going to start with modeling with counters. So our first example is going to be -5 plus +6. When you guys are working with integers, you're going to see usually each integer is going to have brackets around it, and you just do that to make sure that you're not mixing up the negative or positive sign with the adding or subtracting that you're supposed to be doing. So let's write down the steps here on the side. So with addition, you're always going to start with laying out the first integer. And our first integer there is -5. Sorry about that. I just had a quick phone call. So we have -5, so we're going to lay out -5 counters. So in this case, we're going to use blue to represent our negative numbers and red to represent our positive numbers. Then what you're going to do is lay out the second integer. So we'll do this underneath the first one. So underneath, lay out the second integer. So our second integer is +6. So you're going to get 6 red counters and lay them out underneath. And if you line them up nicely, this is going to make a little bit more sense to you. So now, using the zero principle, we know that for every one negative cancels out one positive. So step 3 is one negative cancels out one positive. So these two here would cancel each other out. These would cancel each other out. These would cancel each other out. These two and these two. And then what we're left with is our answer. So we're left with one positive counter. So our answer would be +1. So step 4 is what is left is your answer. So now that you guys know how to model it with counters, I'm going to show you how to draw this out for in all of your work and on your test so that I can see that you know what's happening. So I'm going to use colors. You guys don't have to though. We're going to have 5 negatives. So just draw out 5 circles with the negative sign in there. And that's how you indicate that those are your negatives. And then underneath, you're going to do the 6 positives. So 6 circles with the positive sign in it. Then we can show that we know what the zero principle is and cancel these ones out. And we're left with +1. So this is the work that I will need to see on tests. If the counters help you, you guys can definitely borrow the bingo chips for your test and use it for your work today as well. Let's do a few more examples though here, and we'll see how you are doing. So underneath, let's do -3 plus +1. So you would start by laying out 3 negatives, and I'm just going to draw these for time's sake. We have 3 negative counters. We add in 1 positive. Then we see we have a zero principal here that we can cancel each other out. And what we're left with is 2 negatives. So our answer would be -2. And to make your work nice and neat, I want to see those brackets around your integer numbers. All right, now I would like to try a few of these on your own. I'm going to write them down here. You can then pause this video, try and figure them out on your own and write down the answers and then see if you got them correct or not. So we're going to try out +7 plus -4. We're also going to try -10 plus +5. And -4 plus -2. So pause the video, try these ones out on your own, and then when you finish them, you can press play and I'll go through them and you can check your answers. So pause the video now. All right, it looks like you've done some good work, I hope. Let's go through these. So +7 plus -4. We're going to have 7 positive counters. And we're adding in 4 negatives. Those cancel each other out, and we are left with +3. So hopefully you got +3 there as your answer. If you didn't, try and figure out where you went wrong. Then the next one, we have -10. There's our -10 counters. We're drawing in +5 underneath. We see how those cancel each other out. And we're left with -5. And the last one here, we start with -4. We add in -2. Oops, wrong color. Now you can see on this one, we can't use the zero principle since they're all the same sign. We just have 6 negatives there. So that's what we're left with, and that's our answer. We have an answer of -6. All right, hopefully you guys did okay. You can pause this video. We are going to go on to the next one in the next video, which is using a number line. Thanks for watching.